0 for 1 with 1 interception. Their leading receiver was Harper Lowell, number 1, 2 for 41 yards. And defensively for the Crusaders, Cruz Hirschberger, 4 tackles, 2 for a loss. That's 2 sacks, a fumble recovery, 2 quarterback hurries, and 1 pass broken up. Jackson Pratt also 3 tackles, 2 for a loss. That's 2 sacks. Jacob Miller, 5 tackles, a tackle for a loss that was a sack, and 1 interception. Will Haynen, as usual, 5 tackles. Brady Gotti had 2 pass breakups to go with his 1 tackle, and Cash Carson, 3 tackles and 3 quarterback hurries. 14-0 is your score. Crusaders have the lead so far.
All right, second half action here from Wamego begins next. The Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
1 in 8 children live in households with at least one parent who has a substance use disorder. 1 in 10 children live in a household with at least one parent who has an alcohol use disorder. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network has programs in place to help kids build resilience. You can help too. Become a mentor in our Reno County schools, join our Rise Up Reno Coalition, or become a volunteer. Our kids are the most valuable asset we have. You can make a difference. Visit riseupreno.org to find out more. Rise Up Reno.
Sometimes it's the little things that bring you back to a business. At the Hutchinson Medicine Shop, we like to think that we offer lots of little things. We try to greet you and make you feel welcome as you walk in. Instead of an answering machine, we answer our phone live. We offer great ambiance with great music and pleasant smells. We have free snacks and 50-cent water and pop. If you've never been to the shop, we hope these little things bring you in and keep you coming back. The Hutchinson Medicine Shop in Midtown Hutch.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here to start the second half, Aaron West, Cruikshank, Matt Atherton from Wamego. And the Red Raiders will kick off to start this third quarter. Backed up inside the 5-yard line, far side return. I believe this is
Landon Martinez.
Landon Martinez. They give the freshman a chance to show his speed and gets it back up to the 25. Chris, we talked about it. I feel like right now would be a great time to get the running game going for this Crusader squad. Held to 94 yards in the first half. I'd love a long drive down the field here to start the second half.
Yeah, it'd be a great opportunity to just burn some clock and really shorten this game and really kind of grab control of it. Buhler feels pretty comfortable right now, but 3 scores would feel even more comfortable.
2 tight ends from their own 26-I formation. This is Mitchell McDaniel trying to get to the edge. Now cuts back inside and makes something out of nothing. Wamego linebackers flying around there. Mitchell McDaniel cut back inside, got across the 30 to the 31. That's a solid first down gain.
Yeah, and good job by Gazaway really taking on doing a good job blocking out there on the edge, and good vision that time by Mitchell McDaniel, really being patient till the hole developed.
Got 5 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Buhler going right to left here to start the second half. They'll stay with 2 tight ends out of the eye. And Mitchell McDaniel, inside run this time, has the First National Bank first down, tripped up just past the stick at the 37-yard line. Get it to the 38, and there's a injured Wamego Red Raider down at the end of the play. Injury timeout brought to you by Pile Law. If you've been injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident, call Pile Law, 241-9000. Tom works to get you the benefits you deserve.
And this looks pretty substantial, just the Wamego Red Raider that's down. He was writhing in pain, so we'll hope this young man's okay. Whatever injury it was, he's definitely hurting.
So an injury timeout after McDaniel's first down run. We'll step aside. Back after this from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
The Kansas legal team at Pile Law handles cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. This is Liz Pile, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of experience in all matters relating to workers' compensation, car wrecks, and personal injury law. Tom takes the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walks you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact me at 620-241-9000 and I'll schedule your appointment with Tom today.
Good to see the injured Red Raider getting up. Still haven't had a clear view of the number.
It's Tate Warren.
Tate Warren, who is the talented running back.
36, excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, that would be a huge blow for Wamego if Warren went out. That is Knox Karnowski, one of their linebackers, who is down.
And he's one of their leaders on defense. Talented young man. He actually sang the national anthem this evening, which you don't see linebackers singing national anthems before games very often. So we'll hope that Knox Karnowski is okay.
Hey, not for nothing, Knox Karnowski is about the best linebacker name ever.
Can tell you that it does not appear that he is moving his right arm. So we'll wish him the very best. Buhler will come back on the field. 1st and 10. Is that going on the all-time name list there, Matthew?
I think it's got to go on the all-time name list.
10:55 to go in the third. Double tights on 1st and 10, and this is Nick Gazaway, the fullback, just diving over the pile at the line of scrimmage across the 40 to the 41. Well, if you can't get there on the ground, just climb over the back of a few guys.
He had to go over the top of Nixon Stanley. And Nixon's not a small individual, 6'1", 255, and Gazaway had to hurdle him to gain those yards.
Picked up 3 on 1st down to the 41. 2nd down and 7. Clock running, 10:22 to go in the third. 14-0 Crusaders. Single receiver to the near side of the eye. Brendan is going to keep it. And runs around the left side of the Wamego sideline. Ball comes out at the end. Buhler has the 1st down if they keep the ball. There's been no signal from the officials. I believe the Crusaders are going to keep it right at the stick. It is Buhler football. Close play there as it might have come out right at the end of the run, but Brendan gets enough for the 1st down at the 48.
Yeah, and Brendan really did a nice job. His downfield vision, he had the opportunity to try to cut it inside, but saw the window open to the outside, was able to break out and pick up the 1st down.
Just shy of midfield as they break out of the huddle here. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. I formation. Jones, the receiver to the far side. Single receiver, I believe, is Carson to the near side. They're going to keep it on the ground. McDaniel sidesteps a tackler and cuts to his right. Gets across the 50 and down to the Wamego 48. This much more what we've come to expect out of this Buhler running game, getting 3 or 4 yards at a time.
5 yards on 1st down is money. We'll take that all day long. And Mitchell McDaniel, running so patiently, waiting for the holes to develop, attacking the inside and then bouncing outside when necessary.
Got to the Wamego 47, 2nd down and 5. They stay in the eye. Brendan under center. Here is McDaniel following his blockers, this time in between the tackles to the left. Gets across the 45 and up to the Wamego 44, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
We talked about the clock being Buhler's friend if we can really have those long sustained drives. Buhler already underneath 9 minutes here in this 3rd quarter.
This will be Buhler's longest drive of the night. First time they've had more than 6 plays in a drive in the game. This will be number 7. 3rd down and a long 2. They need the 42 for a 1st down. They go with 2 tight ends, single receiver Pisano to the left. Mitchell is going to run left, trying to get to the edge. Spins away from a tackler, made a nice spin around the corner on the left side and dives to the 40 and gets the First National Bank 1st down. Great move by Mitchell McDaniel.
Well, that time Wamego walked a couple extra defenders up on the line of scrimmage, 6 men on the line, which leaves you a little bit more susceptible to bigger runs. And that time McDaniel able to get to the edge and pick up the 1st down. Big 3rd down conversion for Buhler. That's
just the 2nd 3rd down that Buhler has converted in this game. 8th play of the drive here. 1st and 10 from the Wamego 39, left side hash mark. All on the ground to McDaniel. Mitchell trying to get to the outside, and he is going to get bounced backwards to the 45. This is going to be a loss of 6 on the play. And now Buhler will see how they handle getting behind on down and distance. 2nd down and long coming up.
That time McDaniel tried to get to the outside, but the corner, Dylan Higgins, the sophomore, did a good job of setting the edge and forcing him back in and dropping him for the loss. And like you said, first time we've been off schedule on this possession so far.
Ends up actually as a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 14 from the far side. 2 tight end look out of the I formation. Brendan eyes the defense. Skripczyk, the senior quarterback, to his senior tailback, McDaniel, running to the left side. Then sheds one tackler at the 40, being drugged down from behind, but still running across the 35. And a nice left side run by Mitchell McDaniel up to the 32. He gets 11 there and sets up a third and manageable here.
That might be the biggest run that McDaniel's had this evening, because Buhler, had they not picked up some significant yardage, would have had a third and long. Now they have third and very, very manageable. Clock continuing to bleed at the east end here at Wamego.
Certainly you can make the case for being in 4-down territory right here.
Oh, no doubt.
3rd and 3.
No doubt. Momentum and clock. Buhler needs to just keep marching it down to the east.
6:45 to go here in the third. 14-0 Crusaders. 2 tight ends, right to left, 3rd down and 3. And they pitch it to McDaniel after they fake it to Gazaway. McDaniel bangs into a Wamego player on the sideline as he goes out of bounds and gets enough for a first National Bank first down. He's going to be driven out of bounds at the 26-yard line. There's got to be no greater feeling for a head coach than when you run, and the defense cannot stop you.
Yeah, we haven't attempted to pass on this drive, correct?
Have not.
And that's one of those things when you can just line up and run right at a good defense like Wamego, that really is kind of a gut check for their defense.
1st and 10, the 26. Cash Carson, the lone receiver out there to the left with 2 tight ends. McDaniel finds a little seam, now cuts inside off a block from Gazaway. Fighting forward for yardage and down to about the 16-yard line. And, boy, what a difference from the first half as Buhler finding some room, and a lot of it just the physicality. Won't be denied by Mitchell McDaniel down to the 16 there.
Well, one of the things that statistician Andrew Epp pointed out at the half, McDaniel had 9 carries for only 21 yards. Felt like he hadn't really done much, but he is just grinding it into oblivion here in the second half, already up to 67 yards rushing.
1st and 10 from shy of the 15. So they do give him the first down. They're going to stay up the near side hash mark with McDaniel. Check that was at the fullback, Gazaway, who got the carry there and gets it forward to the 12-yard line.
Got a Buhler Dental Care scoreboard update. The Jaguars really blowing it open down there in Andover, 37-13 over Wellington at the half.
Wow. And Andover Central team, whichever of these two gets him next week, they're going to be tough. 2nd down and 7 out of the I formation. McDaniel, they stay on the ground. Wamego brings some pressure and gets to him. Drops McDaniel back behind the 15 at the 16. It's going to be a loss of 4 on the 13th play of the drive.
Yeah, that time the D tackle, Jace Little, got through, great pressure. So Buhler now with a little bit of pressure here as they've got 3rd and long on this drive, but the clock continues to melt. Buhler has ran off over half of this 3rd quarter on this possession.
3rd and 11 with the loss. Buhler's not attempted a pass yet. Started this drive at their own 26. This will be play number 14. 4:53 to go in the third. 14-0 Crusaders. They stay with 2 tight ends. And looking for the screen, but Wamego brings pressure. They get to the quarterback. Looking for the pass to the tight end on the far side. Jax Pratt incomplete. It'll be 4th down. And I'd imagine Coach will go for it here. This deep down the field. 0 for 5 is the field goal unit this year. This would be a pretty lengthy field goal.
Yeah, you'd be looking at a 37-yarder probably, 36-yarder if Buhler elected to try to kick here. Clock did stop on the incompletion.
Coach Warner wants to take a timeout. Buhler will use their first timeout of the half. 4:44 to go here in the third. 4th and 11 coming up from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
We're making more than just sweets at the Bakery House and Catering Company. Boxed lunches for local businesses, full-service catering for banquets and weddings, and freezer meals for family dinner. Come see us at the Bakery House, just 1 block east of 30th and Plum in Hutchinson.
Trust Service Plus Electrical for all of your electrical projects. They provide personalized options and upfront pricing. Check them out at servicepluselectrical.com. Service Plus Electrical. Rest easy. Rewire.
95.9 HKFM.
Crusader football tonight brought to you in part by the Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram by Wade Van Insurance. Agri Center by Hutch Rec and by Hutchinson Community College. Coach Warner taking a timeout to talk about it with his offense. See if they've got a wrinkle that they haven't used tonight. On 4th down and 11, they need the 5-yard line for a first down. Football sits at the left side hash mark of the 16. Buhler going right to left. Brendan's out of the gun. McDaniel on his right hip. Trips to the right side. Single receiver is Carter Jones to the left side. Brendan out of the gun will take the snap. Has time in the pocket. Wants to throw. Got it inside the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal on the catch. Wide open. Quentin Pisano at the 2.
Just a little hook route underneath for Pisano. He was lined up in one of the slot positions. Hooked inside. Great delivery by Skripczyk. He had some pressure on him, but stood tall in the pocket and was able to deliver the dart, and Buhler will have 1st and goal.
Well, the Crusaders this year just 43% on 4th down, but 1 for 1 tonight. It'll be 1st and goal, they'll officially say, at the 3-yard line after the catch by Quentin. Out of the A formation, they put 3 backs in the backfield. McDaniel trying to squirt into the end zone, and the White Hat signals.
No, he's
short.
2nd down.
I saw both those hands go up too, but it is not the end of the world that we didn't score there, because Buhler continues to melt clock. And especially, what's the wind situation down there, Matt? Is it still blowing out of the east?
We are running right into it.
So we are eating up Wamego's time with the wind at their back as well.
Correct.
2nd and goal at the 1. They'll stay with the 3 backs in that big A formation. And Brendan got tripped up as he tried to hand it off. Mitchell's going to lose yardage here. Wamego did a great job of breaking containment, getting into the backfield quickly. It was an awkward handoff between Skripczyk and McDaniel. And Mitchell loses a couple of yards back to the 3. It's 3rd down and goal.
Clock continuing to melt. Buhler will snap it right around the 3-minute mark.
Well, they've still got 2 downs to get it in the end zone here. 3rd and 3. They stay in the A formation. 3 running backs behind Brendan Skripczyk. They'll give it to the left side. McDaniel sheds a tackler, cuts inside another, tackled at the pylon. He's going to go out of bounds inside the 1. Mitchell McDaniel did everything he could to stay on his feet and stay in bounds. And I think we're looking at 4th and goal inside the 1-yard line.
It looks to be how close, Matt?
Oh, about 15 inches.
QB sneak is not something we attempt very often. Is this a good time maybe to try that?
6'3", 220 pounds. Skripczyk's a big, strong kid.
Just jump.
See if him and Tanner Brown can, the Crusaders can get it here.
4th and goal. They're going to hand it off. It is McDaniel, and he gets in. Touchdown, Crusaders! They give it to McDaniel out of the A formation. And Mitchell with his 1st touchdown of the night makes it a 3-score lead.
And even better, a long, sustained drive.
Yes.
That drive took over 9
minutes.
Yeah. What a drive there for the Crusaders, just eating clock, taking away Wamego's time with the wind at their back, with them being such a big throwing team. Great, great drive there for Buhler.
So now Jared Miller will come on. Attempt the extra point from the 10-yard line. Jones gets the hold down. Kick is up and no good. Missing wide to the right.
That wind is really pushing the ball.
2:58 to go here in the 3rd. 20-0. Crusaders lead it from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Are you done with punching the clock or constant work travel? Do you have 15 or more acres? Find freedom by joining America's #1 free-range egg brand, Happy Egg. Happy Egg is looking for growers to raise happy hens. Happy Egg offers startup and new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Work from home. Work for yourself. Feed America. Visit happyeggfarms.com today for more information. Happy Egg is a proud supporter of Reno County Athletics.
Blue Stem PACE, with locations in McPherson and Hutchinson, is taking referrals now. At Blue Stem PACE, a program of all-inclusive care for the elderly, people age 55 and better with complex medical issues can take advantage of services to better manage medical issues and have opportunities for social activities, prepared meals, and more. Don't face your health challenges alone. Blue Stem PACE is ready to help seniors live well at home. Learn more by calling 844-588-7223 or go to www.bluestempace.org.
95.9 HKFM.
74 yards in 14 plays. Buhler did convert a 4th down on a huge pass completion to Pisano inside the 5. And now Jared Miller's going to squib it. Picked up by Wamego at the 30. Return 35-40. 45 sheds a tackler into Buhler territory. One man to beat. It's the kicker. And stays in bounds. And Wamego is going to score a touchdown. Well, they went with the squib kick. And it did not pay off as a great return goes all the way to the house for a Wamego touchdown.
Yeah, unfortunately that squib kick went to Tate Warren, one of their fastest guys. And once he got past the first couple guys on the kickoff team, it was off to the races.
So Warren with the first score of the night on special teams for Wamego. They answer right back with 2:45 to go in this game. Curious on the squib kick there. I know they're trying to keep it away from those speedy return guys, but it did not work.
I think it has less to do with that and more trying to keep it out of the wind.
The wind, yeah. So Wamego will kick the extra point within 2 scores again. 2:45 to go in the 3rd. 20-7. The Alex Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Step into a winter wonderland of twinkling lights and holiday cheer at your hometown Hutchinson Zoo's 9th annual Nights Before Christmas from 6 to 9 p.m. in the evening starting December 12th. Purchase your tickets at hutchinsonzoo.org. Kids 2 and under are free. Each ticket includes access to the light show, cookies, cocoa, and a picture with Santa and a holiday train ride. We hope to see you there.
Looking for something to do? Check out the Hutchinson Zoo.
Step into a winter wonderland of twinkling lights and holiday cheer at your hometown Hutchinson Zoo's 9th annual Nights Before Christmas from 6 to 9 p.m. in the evening starting December 12th. Purchase your tickets at hutchinsonzoo.org. Kids 2 and under are free. Each ticket includes access to the light show, cookies, cocoa, and a picture with Santa and a holiday train ride. We hope to see you there.
Looking for something to do? Check out the Hutchinson Zoo.
95.9 HKFM.
We go the kickoff. Brody Graber will kick it into the end zone. Buhler's going to have it here. Their second drive of the second half, roughly somewhere around a 70-yard return on that squib kick picked up by Tate Warren and taken to the house.
Well, it's been a crazy 3rd quarter. Wamego's had the ball a grand total of just the return, so we'll see if Buhler can put together another long drive here.
Buhler's last touchdown drive from their own 26. They'll start this one at their own 20, up 2 scores. 2:45 to go here in the 3rd. This is Mitchell McDaniel back to the ground, gets to the left edge, and a flag out that might be on the Crusaders. Pisano blocking on the edge for McDaniel. We'll see what the call is.
Well, the Wamego faithful definitely letting their opinion known.
So hold on Pisano on the edge, blocking for McDaniel.
So unfortunately for Buhler, knocks us off schedule there on down and distance.
This is one of those tricky spots in the game. Momentum is a fickle thing.
Yeah, Buhler
switch in a hurry.
Yeah, Buhler had all the momentum in the world till Wamego took one to the house. Now Wamego off the penalty. Buhler with a long situation with first in about 15.
Back to their own 12, first down. McDaniel, they'll stay on the ground. Cuts outside and then back in, gets across the 15. And up to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4 for Mitchell, running to the right. First down stick is up at the 30, so it's 2nd and 13. Just 2 pass attempts, 1 for 2 was Brendan Skripczyk on that last drive. Other than that, it was run, run, run. They stay with the I formation. And the wing on the right side comes up. It's Pisano, and they pick him up in the air. and slam him to the turf. Pisano was literally up in the air and then slammed down at the 20.
Well, there's an old saying, you go high, you die, because if you are airborne at all, you're vulnerable in that time. Luckily, Pisano didn't get dusted up any worse than he did, but third down and the Wamego crowd coming to life here.
3rd and 10 here. They got to the 20. Brendan's going to be out of the gun. 3 receivers to the right side. Jones, the single receiver to the left. McDaniel stays in the backfield. Brendan to throw on 3rd and 10. Has time, throws over the middle. It is caught, thrown behind the receiver, but Jacob Miller comes back to the ball and makes the catch right at the stick. It's going to be enough for a First National Bank first down at the 30-yard line.
What a snag by the junior tight end that time. Miller sticks around as he was set up just right around the line to gain. And there was defenders in the area. Skripsik delivered a low ball, which is what you need to do with defenders there. And
great
the
protection,
catch.
giving
Yes.
Brendan time there too. 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to the ground game in the I formation. It's the fullback, Gazaway, gouging forward for about 3 yards on first down. They'll give him 3 to the 27.
Good hard run there by Gazaway, just battering his way forward, picking up 4 yards on first down.
They'll have to snap the ball one more time. There's about 10 seconds difference between the play clock and the game clock.
So Wamego will not get a single offensive play with the wind at their back in this third quarter.
So Buhler will snap the ball one more time in the third, leading 20-7 on 2nd down and 7. 2 tight ends out of the eye. It'll be Mitchell with a handoff coming to the left side, being pursued, and gets just across the 35. Let's see where they mark him out on the Wamego sideline.
Very respectable 5-yard pickup there for McDaniel.
Just shy of the 35. He went out of bounds, so it stops the clock with 17 seconds left. Well, big 3rd and 5 again here. Buhler's already converted one big third down, a 3rd and 10 on this drive. 17 ticks left on the third quarter clock. First down stick up at the 40. Brendan out of the gun. McDaniel to his right. Trips bunts to the right side. Single receiver Cash Carson to the left. Brendan rolling out to his right. Flag out. Skripsik is sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Rolling out to his right.
Sorry, that's going to be a hold on Jack Spratt.
So they'll wave off the penalty, most likely, and it'll be 4th down. Still 13 seconds to go in the quarter. That is the 3rd penalty on the Crusaders. But they will not accept it. They'll force 4th down.
See, and I think one of the things probably Coach Warner was thinking about was trying to get in a situation where we punt with the wind. But with them getting the clock, but with the penalty, the clock doesn't run.
Wamego
It should be running.
They're going to let this run down. They're going to let the quarter run out.
They do not have to snap the ball, which is a very wise decision.
Yep.
Let's
use
kick
that
the other way.
Use that wind.
So that'll be the end of the third quarter. Just one score by Buhler in the third offensively. One score on special teams in the quarter for Wamego. Their first points of the night. Buhler leads at 27 with 12 minutes to go here. Part of our Hutch CC Road to a Championship. Presented by Next Tech Wireless on HKFM.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. Dr. J. Stuckey, Hutchinson Family Dental.
Hi, I'm Dr. J. Come see me today at Hutchinson Family Dental.
Are you building a house?
A swimming pool?
Are your lights flickering?
Call Schmidt Electric.
That's Schmidt Electric. 620-960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got Spock?
95.9 HKFM.
So Buhler to punt here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Jackson Toops, one of the 2 receivers, back at their own 35-yard line, and Brendan Just had one go off the side of his foot. A high wobbly kick. It goes out of bounds near midfield. A mistake there on the punt, and it's going to give Wamego great field position.
So tough break there for Buhler as we ran it down to get the wind at our back for the fourth quarter. So Wamego is going to have fantastic field position here for their first possession. First offensive possession of the entire second half.
Goes out of bounds at the Buhler 38. 1st and 10. They've not scored an offensive touchdown in the game. Fulton out of the gun. First time he's touched the ball in the second half. Here's Warren, and he is hit and dropped. A loss of 2 back to the 40 in the backfield. Warren, who had 78 yards in the first half, loses a couple on his first touch of the second half.
2nd and 11. And nice job there, Gazaway, really plugging holes there in the middle, in on the stop for Buhler.
Clock running, 11:31 to go in the game. Trip to the semifinals on the line. Buhler's not been there since 2021. Wamego, of course, went all the way to the title game in 2022. 2nd down and 11 here. 27 Crusaders lead it by 2 touchdowns. Quarterback is Logan Fulton, a sophomore out of the gun. Empty backfield set as they release Warren. Fulton, pressure off the edges, throws over the middle, he's caught. And that is going to be down inside the 5. Chooks on a nice catch, beat the defender, Pisano, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. And if you thought this was going to be an easy second half for the Crusaders, to quote the old saying, you have another think coming. Gain of 38 on the pass. They'll keep it on the ground on 1st down straight ahead.
Great job.
Nothing there.
Great job by Cruz Hirschberger getting some penetration off the edge, knocking him back for a little bit of a loss, or at least holding the line. But yeah, with Wamego's throwing ability.
Lost a yard. Wamego went in the hurry up after that big catch.
Yeah.
But lost a yard on 1st and goal. 10:26 to go in the game. 2nd and goal from the 3. Fulton back out of the gun. Warren in there to his left at running back. They'll put Warren in motion. They give him the handoff to the edge, and he's going to be dropped. And forward progress. No gain at the 3-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Gotti and Pisano out there in on the stop. As the Buhler Black Knight defense holding firm. They gave it the big pass play, but they've really buckled down here.
Can't imagine Moody settling for a field goal here.
No, I mean, it's probably do or die. They're going to go 2 more times if they don't get it here.
3rd and goal at the 3. The younger Moody has come in at quarterback in place of Fulton. It's going to be a direct snap to Warren. They'll hand it off to tailback to the edge. He's going to be hit and dropped at the goal line. Gets in for the touchdown.
That time I believe it was Drew Erickson that got it on the jet sweep here to the near side, and so Wamego pulls within a score now. And with Buhler missing their last PAT, these PATs could be huge. Remember, Wamego is going into the wind here. So I don't know if we could be fortunate enough for them to miss one here.
It was McDiffett, 27 on that run. 9:26 to go in the 4th, and it's a 1-score game. 20-14. Wamego is pulled within 6 from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Hi, I'm Carly Sutton with First Bank Kansas. Are you ready to transform your home and life? Unlock the potential of your home with a home equity line of credit from your trusted partners at First Bank Kansas. Whether it's renovating your space, planning the vacation of a lifetime, or simply freeing up your budget, our flexible options empower you to make it happen. Your dreams, your way. Contact us today and discover the possibilities. First Bank Kansas, your key to unlocking a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Anchor Inn and Anchor Away have been serving authentic Mexican food to Hutchinson and surrounding communities for over 35 years. Treat friends and family to the Anchor's legendary dishes in their large banquet room, famous buffet, and relaxed atmosphere. Open Monday through Saturday. For the same great food with the convenience of a drive-thru, visit Anchor Away and be in Adams. Like Anchor In and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor In and Anchor Away, authentically delicious in downtown Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, Wamego with a couple of scores now. An onside kick is going to be taken by Buhler. Buhler's going to have good field position here as it was returned by Nate Nugent.
And that's one of those things. Great job by Nate Nugent just falling on the football. People that have never been on the front line for an onside don't know how dicey and scary that can be, but Nugent did a fantastic job, the sophomore, of just securing the football, falling to the deck, and Buhler will have great field position here with 9:25 remaining.
So Moody gambling again, trying to maybe take advantage of momentum being on Wamego's side. Big recovery there for Nugent. 1st and 10 Buhler at their own 47. Out of the I formation. Brendan's going to keep it in the option and go nowhere.
They ran a little quarterback counter that time. They rolled him out to the left and unfortunately just kind of got tripped up. Loses a yard there. Clock will continue to roll here.
See if Coach Warner has an extra wrinkle or two in this run game to kind of counter what Wamego's doing, really stacking the box at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're bringing in some pretty significant guys up there on the D line. They've got 5 guys right on the line of scrimmage right now, walking sometimes the 6th up on the line.
2nd down 11, Brendan under center, 2 tight ends. This is McDaniel running left. He's going to get to the 50 and just across it up to the 49-yard line. On 2nd down, that's going to set up a 3rd down and about 6.
That's a very big run that time by McDaniel because now it's a 3rd and very manageable here, 3rd and 6. Wamego crowd, the stands over here, I'm sure you can see on the video stream, it's shaking over here when this crowd starts making some noise here on the north side.
Mitchell got 5 yards. 3rd down and 6, 8:09 to go in the game. 20-14 Buhler. Wamego is close to within 6. 2 tight ends out of the I. Brendan under center. Wamego has almost everybody stuffed in the box. It's going to be Gazaway, the fullback, pounding his way forward and gets past the 1st down stick like he was shot out of a cannon that time up to the 42. It'll be 1st and 10.
Nick Gazaway with just amazing energy and effort and pad level. He was just hovering above the ground, those shoulders down, and a great surge up front by the Buhler O-line.
But the thing about stuffing everybody at the line is once Nick got past that initial wave, there's nobody there to stop him.
Great conversion on 3rd down, and Buhler now can really kind of settle in. Clock continuing to roll, fresh set of downs in Wamego territory.
Huge run by Gazaway, 1st and 10 deep in the Wamego side of the field. Here's McDaniel, met at the line of scrimmage and dropped for no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10, clock running.
Yeah,
7:19 to go.
Defensive end Josh Flanagan leading the charge there for the Wamego Red Raider D-line. And like you said, hit McDaniel pretty much as soon as he got back to the line of scrimmage. A tiny gain there for the senior tailback.
This Wamego defense is tough. Got a Raider hobbling his way off the field. It's one of their defensive linemen, Lucas Quintanilla. Here's Brendan out of the gun. Gets it, the pitch late to McDaniel, but Mitchell's going to get wrapped up for no gain. Brendan got hit, was lucky to get rid of it. Pitched it underhanded to the right side to McDaniel. Very Fulton-esque, unfortunately, for Buhler. Mitchell McDaniel, unlike Warren, who scored a touchdown back in week 5, Mitchell had nowhere to go.
Yeah, no space there. And Buhler probably not in 4-down territory unless we at least have this 10 yards here. Clock continuing to melt away here with this 3rd and 10.
6:17 to go, 3rd and 10. Brendan out of the gun, trips to the left side. Single receiver, Jones to the near side. McDaniel stays in the backfield. Brendan have another big pass in him, good protection. Scrippy has time, throws over the middle, in coverage. Pisano somehow catches it off the back of a Red Raider. He juggled it, caught it off the back of a defender, and it's going to be 1st and 10. How did he do that? Up at about the 17-yard line.
What concentration there for Quentin Pisano, and hats off to the O-line, as Skripczyk had all the time in the world to scan, and he had that big connection earlier to Pisano. Second huge reception tonight for Pisano.
Skrippy threaded the needle there.
There was bodies all around him, and great job by Pisano being able to tip it and hold on and convert, and Buhler inside the red zone with under 6 to go.
26 yards on third down. It's 1st and 10 at the 16. Out of the I formation, 2 tight ends. Here's the fullback Gazaway, bounces off a tackler and gets down to the 9-yard line, and a gain of 7 on first down, and the Crusaders sniffing the end zone.
Yes, and Buhler, really in great position, because we have the football, the clock continuing to melt away, and Buhler with the opportunity to make this a 2-score lead if we can punch it in here.
Buhler using as much time as they can. It'll go down inside 10 seconds before they snap this. They break the huddle with the 11 on the clock, 5:19 left in the game. 2nd down and 4, leading 20-14. 2 tight ends out of the eye, and a flag comes out.
Yeah, our quick
and
guard.
It's a false start.
John Aldridge just twitched so slight. He was lined up just to the right of the center. And so that, luckily it was on 2nd down, so.
It'll be the 3rd Buhler penalty enforced in the game.
Just got a Buhler Dental Care scoreboard update from Reno County. It just went final. Hayes High over Hutch, 28-0, so the Indians advance to sub-state.
So 2nd down and 9.
Now, a thing to mention, if we are not able to convert, it is a chance to kick the field goal with the wind.
First down, stick up at the 6. From the 15, out of the I formation. Brendan wanting to roll out. Well, that counter play has not worked all night. To the left side this time, tackled for a loss. It's just not worked.
Yeah, that time Kaysen Hall, the defensive end over there, stayed home, was able to drop him for the loss. And clock continues to roll here. Buhler will snap it right around the 4-minute mark here on this critical 3rd down.
Now back at the 19, 3rd down and about 12. Well, they've come up with magic a few times tonight. Is there a little bit more magic in this offense?
Well, Pisano's been the go-to guy underneath. Let's see where he's lined up. He's on the far side.
Martinez is in there at a receiver now. He's going to go in motion in the jet sweep. He's going to get the handoff. Landon gets to the 15, gets to the 10, has the first down. The freshman! Are you kidding me? 2nd time they've run that play tonight. It went for a touchdown earlier. Now it's going to set up a 1st and goal.
I tell you what, the guts that and the faith that the coaching staff has in a freshman, Landon Martinez. Freshmen don't play at Buhler, and especially in critical spots, but Martinez with the 2nd huge run, he gets the edge and doesn't just get close to the first down, gets the first down, and now Buhler 1st and goal at the 2 with a chance to end this game.
Cow. 1st and goal at the 2. Brendan will take it from under center, and McDaniel met at the goal line and driven back. It's going to be 2nd down and about a half yard to go.
And that's not a bad thing, Buhler not getting in, because clock continuing to be Buhler's friend. Buhler will snap it here right around the 3:10 mark or so with 2nd and goal.
Honestly, the best case scenario is to score it on 4th down.
Yes, burn that clock down to nubbins.
3:36 left in the game. I was a little scared after that penalty earlier on this drive. It felt like that scenario again in the 4th quarter in week 5. Here we go, 2nd and goal right at the goal line. Does he get in? The fullback.
Oh, they're going to mark him just shy.
They're going to mark him shy again. No gain. 3rd down and goal.
But like you mentioned, Matt, not scoring, the clock continuing to burn. And now I think Coach Moody's going to start banging his timeouts.
I cannot believe, you think about the conversions on this drive. They've had 3rd and long, 3 times?
Guys, I'm telling you, the ball is legitimately 2 inches from the goal line.
3rd and long 4 times on this drive, Andrew?
Yeah.
5.
5 times. The catch by Pisano, I still don't know how he caught that football.
Well, the concentration, you have a tip drill, you practice working on catching the ball in traffic with the ball being batted around, and Pisano just lasered it in, focused on it, was able to haul it in.
And I can't guarantee that it hit the back of a defender, but it sure did look like it.
It pinballed off about everything out there on the field it possibly could have. But, man, what a big plays made by big-time players for Buhler here on this drive.
And then Landon Martinez on that last play on the jet sweep. It worked for a touchdown in the first half, and it got him a 1st and goal here in the second half. Unbelievable.
So 3:04 remaining. Let's see if the Crusaders can punch one across the goal line here and get one step closer to heading to Andover next week.
Coverage of Crusader football this season brought to you by Anchor Inn, by H&R Block, Sunflower Electric Supply, by Midway Motors, and by Pleasant Hills. 3 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the game. Buhler could make Wamego's job a lot tougher if they can get half a yard here and get their second touchdown of the second half. Out of the A formation, they'll give it to the fullback. In this time, touchdown, Crusaders!
Nick Gasway with maybe one of the most important touchdowns he's had as a Buhler Crusader, as the fullback escorts the ball safely those last 2 inches, Matt, for the touchdown. And it has gone dead quiet here on the Wamego side.
And Buhler's going for 2 here. Wants to get this up to a 14-point lead.
5th touchdown of the year for Gaz, the fullback, 5'10" senior.
Buhler 2 of 5 on 2-point conversions this year.
Out of the I formation, they'll loft it to the corner of the end zone. Cash Carson holds on as he was shoved to the turf. 2-point conversion, good. 3 minutes to go in the game. Buhler again with a 2-score lead, 28-14. The Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM. KFM.
1947. It was the year the McKenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. McKenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome, and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At McKenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
Wouldn't it be nice in a power outage if you could just push a button on your light bulb and the light turns back on? Now you can with Satco's LED lamp with battery backup. Stop by Sunflower Electric in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal to get yours. It can be used for up to 5 hours in a power outage and can even be used as a flashlight. This bulb works in any regular table lamp while easily charging during regular use. No special installation needed, just $15.95 only at Sunflower Electric Supply. Come see us today.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, what a night it has been. Buhler got out to the 3-score lead. Wamego came storming back here in the second half to get within 6. But the Crusaders go on a 11-play drive from their own 47. So they go 53 yards, 11 plays. On 3rd down, a 1-yard touchdown run by Nick Gasaway, his second of the night. They go for the 2-point conversion to make it 28-14. And now Jared Miller will kick with the wind from the 40. And 3 minutes to go in the game. And he lets one fly. His biggest kick of the night takes the return man back to the goal line. And he did cross into the end zone for the touchback.
And that's one of the things at the high school level. The ball breaks the plane. It's an automatic touchback. Great job there by Miller, kicking it deep and negating a chance for Wamego to get something going on the return.
Now here, if you're the Black Knights, you can give Wamego some yards, some underneath yards, but you've got to avoid the big plays, big chunk yards down the field.
Coach Werner talked about it at half, bending, not breaking. That's going to be the key thing here down the home stretch for Buhler.
2:59 to go here in this fourth quarter from Wamego, 28-14 Crusaders. 2 scores in each half tonight by this offense. Fulton out of the gun, throws to Warren in the slot. He slipped after the catch, and that allowed the Buhler defense to get right there for no gain at the 20-yard line. It'll be second down.
Great tackle made in space there by Cruz Hirschberger. I tell you what, Hirschberger has had a great night defensively for Buhler.
Well, Warren is a senior. He's a heck of a player. They're going to miss him next year.
Oh, no doubt. When you look at that roster, you know, he has been the senior of all of them that has really contributed for Wamego.
Second down and 10 with the empty backfield set. Looking to throw left. Caught at the 19, up to the 25, up to the 30. It's going to be a first down. And then gang tackle Jackson Toops, who has been Fulton's favorite target tonight.
Yeah, Toops, a guy that he was a bigger he just felt like he had a bigger role in the regular season matchup, but yeah, he's a dangerous kid every time he touches it.
Got 13, first and 10. Still life in these Raiders. Fulton claps the hands together. He's going to go for the deep ball in coverage. It is caught in traffic. Looked like Warren was the nearest receiver. I'm not sure he knew where the ball was. Up at the Buhler 40, incomplete, second down.
And great job by Gotti and McDaniel just kind of teaming up, gumming up those running routes over on the far side, as it was a go route over there for Warren. But nice job, McDaniel and Gotti, using their speed to just be in the way. So Wamego has taken almost a minute off the 3 minutes that they were given here on this drive, but they still are only at the 33.
Well, the heart of this team is the seniors. There's a bunch of them out there on defense right now. Second down and 10 at the 33. They'll throw it quick to Warren.
That's a live ball. That's live. Wow.
And they're going to call it a forward pass and incomplete.
I don't know about that one, Matt. You were right there.
Yeah, it was real close. I was yelling to Mitchell to come get the ball. So it's probably okay. That said, it stops the clock, which is not what Buhler wants right now.
They're down. There are 9 seniors out there on defense, along with Jacob Miller and Jax Pratt.
Yeah, these seniors for one of these squads, final football games taking place tonight. Let's hope the guys in white and maroon are the ones that continue playing.
Third down and 10, trips to the right side. Fulton with time, throws to the left side, hits his targets, got the first down, up at the 50. They complete, but unfortunately, time continues to melt away.
Why did he not get out of bounds? It looked from here like he could have gotten out of bounds.
Yes, he was trying to fight for extra yards, and Will Hannon dropped him. Yeah, at this point in the game, they need to try to get to the edge every time they can.
They'll throw it quick to Warren in space. He'll get up to the 40, and he's tackled in bounds at the 40. That will continue to melt clock. Wamego does have 2 timeouts left.
The clock needs to be running. They've stopped the clock. It should not be stopped.
You got to spot the ball.
Second down and about 1. A flag comes out. Here's a pass overthrown at the 5-yard line.
It's a hold. It's coming back.
The people of Wamego are happy, guys.
We're going to turn down the crowd mark as that pass was intended for Jacob.
Now Weston Moody just got a flag on the sideline as well, so Wamego's penalties are going to go from bad to worse.
Are they contending the hold, or are they wanting pass interference?
They were wanting pass interference there at the end.
Yeah.
And then there was a sideline penalty as well.
We're just going to keep the
yep, now there's the unsportsmanlike on Wamego.
We're going to keep the crowd mic down here for just a minute or two.
Going to be getting a call from the FCC.
yeah. There's some very unhappy faithful right in front of us. As with the penalty yardage, that's going to mark it all the way back to the Wamego 35-yard line.
You're down to the 91 seconds left. Anytime you get to that minute and a half, you can start talking about seconds rather than minutes.
What are we, second down and 25 here? Second down and 25. Minute 31 to go. Fulton out of the gun, empty backfield set. 4 receivers to the left side. Fulton's going to throw it one-on-one to the far side. It is caught.
And inbounds.
And then Lowell is going to be hit immediately. Up at the 43, now a minute 18 to go.
Such a great job by Mitchell tackling him back into the field of play.
Third down and about 16 here. Flag out at the snap. ball goes through the hands of the receiver, who's tackled immediately by Jeremy Gentry. Let's see what the flag is in the backfield.
Buhler only with the 3-man rush that time.
.101 to go in the ball game. Wamego would have to get up to the Buhler 40 to get a first down. Officials still talking about this.
They'll wave off
the flag. So at the 43-yard line, it's going to be 4th down, and this is it for Wamego.
Buhler's
4th down and 17.
The stands, we haven't talked about, great crowd making the trek from Buhler, making some noise here on the south side at Wamego.
Fulton out of the gun. 4 receivers left. He likes to go to the single guy on the opposite side. We'll see what he does here. Fulton scrambling, steps up, throws, low, incomplete. Turnover on downs, and that should be the ball game with 54 seconds left.
Great job by that Black Knight defense. You know, over the years, Buhler's been so good at stopping the run, and this secondary just continued to get better and better and better as the year went on. And a team like Wamego that is so talented at throwing the football with multiple good receivers, this Black Knight defense really came to play this evening. And just the pressure that Logan Fulton has faced tonight, he has been pressured and harassed throughout the entire evening. Just a great job by Coach Coles in that defense.
What a turnaround. 4 for 4 Wamego was in the win in week 5 on 4th down. 4 turnovers on 4th down tonight. And they'll give it on the ground to Nick Gasaway from the Wamego 43, and he'll get 3 forward to the 40. We could spend all night talking about the seniors and just how terrific they are. Not only great football players, but great young men. But at the end of the night, we're going to go away talking about 2 plays by a freshman.
Yes. Landon Martinez nearly scored on both his carries tonight, but 2 big runs and really critical junctures of the game. And but yeah, no, the great thing, just a great team win, and something everybody from Buhler is going to be able to go home on that long drive home.
This will be the last play of the game. Brendan can take a knee, and the Crusaders are headed back to the 4A semifinals. For the first time since 2021, and for Buhler, some 11 years after they won in this round and then eventually found their way into the state title game. 11 years to the day they won in this round and eventually went on to win the state title against Coffeyville on a sunny Saturday in Salina. Ball game, final 28-14. Buhler wins it. They avenge an early season loss at home against Wamego. They overcame some dicey situations in that second half. Wamego gave them everything they had. And boy, when their backs were against the walls, when they came up with some of the biggest plays tonight.
Well, and it just I mean, the offense, well, I tell you, the drive that we had to open the third quarter was a thing of absolute beauty. You talk about how Coach Warner loves long, sustained drives. The reason you do is because those type of drives just really gut the opponent. It was a 9-minute drive, 19 plays, 74 yards, 5 first downs, 2 third down conversions, and 2 fourth down conversions. And to just take that entire quarter, pretty much, that Wamego would have had the wind at their back, and take it down and methodically march it down the field. Beautiful thing, and really something that helped to set the tone in that second half.
Unbelievable. What a when I talked about the 2 plays by Landon, but I just keep going back to that catch by Pisano here. The guts of Brendan to throw it into that tight window, and the concentration by Quentin.
Seniors making plays.
Holy cow.
Seniors making plays.
What a win. Buhler will be awarded the sectional round trophy, but not satisfied.
No. Well, I didn't want to jinx us before the game, but it was unreal how many Buhler senior parents I saw down on the concourse of the stadium before the game. Saw the Gottis, saw the Hanens, saw the Skripsiks, and I said it to Dylan and Brendan's dad. One more game. And, when you get to this time of the year, these guys have worked for years. And so to get the opportunity to have one more game, it's something special. And glad that hats off to the Wamego seniors, but thankful our seniors are the ones that are getting to play yet another week of football.
28-14 is the final. Buhler wins it on the road in the sectional round of the 4A playoffs, and likely to get Andover Central next Friday night in Andover. We'll begin our Rise Up Reno postgame after this. Tonight's coverage, part of our Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless on HKFM.
Coverage of Crusader football continues next with the Crusader Locker Room Show. On the way, Aaron and Chris recap tonight's game, and we'll hear the post-game thoughts of head coach Steve Warner. Your home for the Buhler Crusaders is 95.9 HKFM.
Bank of the Plains, founded in 1906, has kept its tradition of serving fellow Kansans with integrity and innovation. Today, the bank continues to uphold these same values as they did 117 years ago. We'd like to visit with you in person, so please come by 517 East 30th in Hutch to learn more. Making your success simple, Bank of the Plains, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
We're Stematic of Central Kansas, with a new location at 209 North Main in downtown McPherson. We are here to help, offering water, fire, and smoke restoration, mold remediation, carpet and upholstery cleaning, as well as hard surfaces like LVP, tile, and even grout cleaning. Honey, don't forget about the places you can't see, like air ducts and dryer vents. Find us on Facebook or online at stematicofcentralks.com for a free estimate.
Honey, don't forget
to see how Stematic of Central Kansas can help you.
Honey, don't forget.
Call Stematic, you'll be ecstatic.
Are you looking for a place that provides excellent care for you or a loved one? Pleasant Hills of Hutchinson is a beautiful Home Plus that provides all levels of care. With the Home Plus, you get more individualized care with the comforts of home. The private bedrooms and bathrooms are large and include walk-in closets and showers. In addition, there are many shared common spaces and the outdoor patios are great for viewing wildlife. Go to pleasant-hills.com to discover the Home Plus Advantage or call for a tour today.
Crusader football on HKFM.
Well, our coverage tonight brought to you in part by the Hutchinson Zoo, by Hospice and Home Care Reno County, First Bank Kansas, by Scooters Coffee, and by McKenzie's Paint and Body. We want to say thanks to all of our great sponsors for being with us all year long and treated to one heck of a football game tonight.
Yeah, those sponsors, we don't do enough of thanking the people. But if you have any friends, relatives, neighbors that work or own any of those businesses that you hear perpetually helping to bring high school sports, and in particular Buhler High Sports on the radio, make sure you tell them thank you, because the reason we get the opportunity to come follow these teams and promote these guys and tell the story that we're witnessing is all because of those sponsors. But, yeah, that I said Coach Ruda, during the break, I don't clap in the box very often. I feel bad because there was a Wamego radio guy next to us, and I don't celebrate a whole lot in the box, Aaron, but I couldn't help it tonight.
Yeah, see, I grew up in the Bob Davis School of Radio, and unfortunately I'm pretty animated most of the time.
Well, I try not to clap in the box or celebrate too much, but, man, that was such a fun game. And I guess the thing that just, like I was saying, when you know that these seniors that have worked so long, that it's going to be the last night for the seniors for one of those two squads, and it's something that just as a player and as a coach and as a parent you just think about, and for our boys to get the opportunity to advance, as my grandpa used to say, how sweet it is.
Absolutely. I Feels pretty good when it's hard fought like that too.
Yes. Wamego, I mean, it's they got some good players, and the quarterback that they've got, it's interesting. I talked
just a sophomore.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. He's going to be around for a while. He loses some good receivers, but I mean, he can throw the ball really well. And you think about in the fourth quarter, I mean, it didn't look like he was thrown into the wind, and that's always the sign of a good quarterback. I mean, his balls were tight, they were well thrown. And one thing too, some of the Wamego people I was talking with at the half, when they were kind of dinking around with some of those weird substitutions, they said they thought that he was hurt, and that was why they were trying to kind of bring in and running the Warren kid a little bit, because he did not move very well in the pocket tonight. But credit to our D-line, just the relentless pressure that they brought down after down after down.
Well, you can tell he wants to throw with clean pocket, right? And you just are not going to do that against Buhler. So many of the plays he made at Buhler, he made on the run, in the grasp, and he was so good. That play we all talk about where he was wrapped up and somehow Mahomesian found a guy. But the Buhler defense was so disciplined and really just wouldn't let him escape, didn't give him a place to run. Every time he tried to run somewhere, he ran into another defender. And so it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch those kids. And they just took that part of the Wamego offense away.
Well, and I know everybody that was listening to the game could hear the Wamego faithful. We had some very animated Red Raider fans in front of us.
Kill our crowd mic at the end of the game.
But something that they kept on clamoring and hollering for was they thought, well, we got to have holds. But I tell you what,
it's ironic.
Yes, it is because
wasn't our coach upset about it at halftime?
Because here's the thing. Our D-line was with the only way they could stop our D-line was holding. And so it was just kind of, I thought it was kind of rich, if you will, that they were complaining the whole night about holds.
So that we had a hard time getting Coach on mic walking into half because he was letting the official hear it about being held virtually every play. There was a play in the second half, and there was a lot going on, so we didn't talk about it, but Chase Gentry came through, and the Wamego offensive lineman had him inside his jersey and spun him, and he went to the officials he's holding me inside here, and the official just looked at him like, I'm sorry, kid. And I think the defensive line of Buhler is so fast. I just don't think Wamego was ready to deal with that. And Chris, you can only prep for what you practice.
Yes.
If you don't have guys like that in practice, how do you prep for it? You can't prep for it.
Yes, you can't, because so many times coaching staffs put a premium on size at that D-line spot. But you think about it. I mean, Coach Coles has made hay for years. I mean, going back to all the Whitson brothers that came through, of using fast, athletic, relentless, and people that don't take plays off. That to me, that's one of the most impressive things about our defense. They just don't take plays off.
Yeah. All right. Post-game thoughts from head coach Steve Warners. We get Coach on the line here. First of all, Coach, man, what a game. Congratulations. Headed to the semifinals next Friday. And, boy, your guys, when their backs were against the wall, they made some fantastic plays tonight. Sorry I'm tongue-tied, Coach, but congratulations.
Oh, well, I think we're all just a little excited. Very proud of the kids. Wow, offense, defense, special teams made some mistakes, but then Jared comes in and kicks one in the end zone when we needed it the most. And very proud of our kids. They handled adversity, and we always talk about that. How you handle adversity is what makes a champion. And they handled it. Offense didn't play great the first half, but we capitalized on some things. And then the second half, we had that long drive that took 9 minutes. Of course, then we have the kickoff return back to nail-biting time. But just proud of the kids that they responded to everything. Big play by Landon Martinez 2 different times, running us down inside the 5 and scoring once. Just great effort by Nick ran hard. Our offensive line controlled the line of scrimmage against a very good front. So hats off to them. They're a good football team, and we're just glad that we got the win.
Yeah, some big plays in the game. Scrippy made some big throws when he had to. That one on the last drive of the night that somehow Pisano holds on to. I still don't know how he caught that ball. Brendan threaded the needle to him, and great concentration.
Brennan did a great job of throwing the ball, but he also had an audible on 3rd and 6 one time, and he ran the ball to Nick up the middle, and that was 100% an audible by what we've been talking about in film. I mean, it's not easy to be a quarterback because there's so much pressure on you, but then when you're smart, you can put us in the right situation. And on that play, we got a first down by Nick, and didn't get it by much, but we got it. And Fasano on that catch, he told me, right, just talk to him. I bobbled it, and it ended up on his helmet, and then I grabbed it off his helmet and was able to make the catch. So
it's amazing.
Just a great job by all of them. It was an amazing catch.
Absolutely. Great job. Your defensive line tormented their quarterback all night.
Oh, and I was not very happy at halftime when I was talking about the holding penalties, but they quit holding in the second half. They really did. I felt like we got held like crazy in the first half, and then they did quit holding, but they didn't have the ball that much. I mean, we took that 9 minutes off the clock. They didn't run one single offensive play in the third quarter because obviously they scored on the kickoff return, but not having the ball was huge for our offense. That's what we want to do: 3 yards in a cloud of dust and keep the ball out of their hands.
Well, Coach, means you get to keep practicing for another week, and I know that means a lot to you, and it means a lot to your kids, especially the seniors on this program. You get a chance to take a week and get ready for Andover Central next Friday as our kids are still out there celebrating in the end zone. Just so proud
Andover Central did win. I didn't know that. They had Andover Central won.
I don't know if it's
it was a
yet.
They had a huge lead last we saw.
They had a multiple score lead in the game. We'll try to get you.
We didn't know anything. Well, I sure appreciate that, and we're excited to go to work for another week. The kids are excited; they're very happy, and we want another W. We want to get to the ship.
Absolutely. Kind of ironic. We were talking in pregame and during the game tonight. 11 years to the day. Back in 2013, that you beat Topeka Hayden in the quarterfinal round. Scott Whitson had some huge plays in that game defensively, and of course that kind of started this small two-tech, small defensive line theme that Coach Coles has gone with since then. But maybe there's a little of that 2013 team magic in these guys.
Well, I sure hope so, because the next week we beat a team Holton that we weren't supposed to beat, and we came out ready to play, and we beat them to get to the championship. So our kids will be ready. They're going to play hard. They're going to give us everything, and I'm very proud of them.
All right, congrats, Coach. We'll talk to you at our Coaches Show on Monday.
Thank you.
All right, thoughts from head coach Steve Warner. He's happy to be coaching for one more week, guys.
Well, and so much of it this time of the year, the teams that survive are the teams that are still having fun and still enjoying each other. And just seeing all those guys, all the seniors, I think it's mostly seniors out there. But
I think it's all the seniors.
But just seeing those guys on the field, they still want to play ball. And that gives me goosebumps just seeing it, because there are some years you can make deep runs in the playoffs, but there's people fighting, there's kids that don't get along, there's rivalries, there's selfishness. And there's some years where they just enjoy being around each other and playing ball. And I think it's pretty evident what column these guys fall in.
Yeah, the way that I like to articulate that is guys that play for each other, right? Guys that cheer for each other, not against each other, and it's so good. They when one of the guys on the defensive line is successful, they're all successful, and I really think that that's how they view it, and it leaks out. That kind of a thing leaks out into a team, and it's such a good, healthy dynamic, and it becomes something that it's an intangible. But it's an intangible because you can't measure it, but it's very tangible, intangible.
It's all the seniors, but somehow they let Jacob Miller sneak into the celebration.
Yeah, I think I saw Nick's down there too. But yeah.
Well, and exactly what you're saying, Matt. I think a huge part of it, good defenses. On an offense, you can have a stud player or two at any level of football that really can just make things happen. A good defense takes good playmakers, but it takes a unit that does their job, knows what their role is, and just that's the fun thing, because in order for a defense to work, everybody's got to do their job, and sometimes it's not always the glorious thing, but I don't know. That's just
And when you say that, we've talked so much about how good tacklers the linebackers are, and they are. All three of those guys are fantastic tacklers. But tonight, and while those guys made a ton of tackles, don't get me wrong, tonight for me defensively, it's the line. Those line guys screwed everything up for Wamego. I mean, not to really dumb it down a little bit. And so like you leave and you go, that wasn't exactly on my bingo card. I would have thought the linebackers would have had to be a thing. Quentin Pisano's been really good this year, but not like he was tonight. And you have a guy step up and make an unbelievable catch over here. That catch in the first half really set up that first score. So like guys trust each other, and Brendan trusts him. Hey, I can throw him the ball; he'll go get it. And so that's really fun to watch.
Two more things. One thought on Martinez. We talked about him tonight. I don't know that he's so young. I don't know if he yet will fully realize what he did tonight.
So you guys, it's probably hard to see from over here, right over on when he had that run that was going left to right over in the west end of the stadium. He had a stop where he stopped, did a little jump step back, let a defender go by, and then started again, and it was so fast. And you just look at that and you go, what must it be like to have that kind of ability? And Aaron, I think you're right. Like a guy like that,
he's got so many more games to play.
For two plays. I think he was in on kickoff return, but 2 offensive plays, and both plays were at pivotal points in the game.
Oh, huge! And
a touchdown on one, and extends what ultimately ended up being the game-winning drive on the other. Like, how cool is that?
The other thought, most of the media publications have kept us out of the top 5 all year, and put a lot of teams that I feel like we're better than. I mean, no sour grapes. But being one of the 4 left, I say we, like I had anything to do with it at all. Better see Buhler in that top 5 this week.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. And I think that the good thing is underestimate. That underestimate is juice, and any time that people down, and that's going to be one of those things too. Andover Central, I'm sure next week they're going to be touted as, since they've had these long runs lately. Oh, Andover Central, Buhler won't have the stuff to keep up with them, but it's going to be a dogfight. But I tell you what, I love people underestimating us at this point in the season.
When a team has the ability, and of course against Andover Central, we have no idea, right? But if you can have long, sustained running drives where you burn clock, and your defense can be Black Knight defense, you got a shot.
That's a danger of a throwing team like Wellington. You have a night where it doesn't go well, and 58-13 is the final that I'm seeing Andover Central. So Wellington's a better football team than that.
Yeah. No, I was texting one of my Wellington friends to try to get the final, and the lack of response, Aaron, probably, you know how it is. Is probably that would correlate with that.
Are you saying they don't feel like responding to you?
Well, I'm just saying, how it is when your team's doing well, you're quick to get people
to
updates.
Let everybody know.
And if your team is having a rough night,
I'm just proud to hear that you have friends from Wellington.
We have Aaron.
We're paid to be here, man.
I'm proud of my Crusaders. I bleed maroon now, but there's still a little bit of red under there somewhere.
Yes, yeah, no doubt. Well, it'll be interesting seeing Central. With them being off the regular season schedule this year. But we've seen them for how many years now since they came down to 4A. I mean, it's about every year we've seen them, and late in the year. So.
And it's always a battle.
Well, I believe 21 last time we went to the semifinals. I'm pretty sure it was against Andover Central. So.
Okay. All
right, we'll come back, name our player of the game, and Andrew will have final stats after this. Our Rise Up Reno postgame on HKFM.
Coming up, more of the Crusader Locker Room Show is next. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hi, this is Jasmine Hurlbut with the Marketing Department at First National Bank. At The First, Thanksgiving is more than just a holiday. It's a time to express our sincere gratitude to our valued customers. Let's give back to our communities together. For every new deposit account opened this month, The First will make a donation to a local food bank of your choice. Stop in at any of our Hutchinson, Goddard, Haven, or Andell locations today. First National Bank, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to a new era of women's health in Hutchinson. Meet Dr. Doug Moore, Hutchinson's newest OBGYN, committed to delivering personalized and comprehensive care for women at every stage of life. Dr. Moore's mission is to provide each woman with the attention and care that they deserve.
I'm Dr. Moore, OBGYN, and I look forward to building relationships with patients and educating them to be comfortable in the healthcare decisions through every stage of life.
Discover more about Dr. Moore at hutchregional.com or call to schedule your appointment today.
Hey fans, this is Rachel Nelson. It's game time and I Need a Cleaners can help you look like a winner. Spend your valuable time prepping for the game, not doing laundry. Keep your knit polos and khaki pants looking great. For the winning look, stop by I Need a Cleaners, 13th and Main in Hutchinson.
Best rate for the win. Head to the Redinger Agency across from Bogies and Hutch for winning rates on all your insurance coverage. Go to RedingerAgency.com and get your quote today at the Redinger Agency in Hutchinson. One stop for all your insurance needs.
Hi, this is Mamie Coldren with the Buhler Booster Club. The Booster Club supports all student activities and athletics at Buhler High School. Be sure to follow the Crusader Closet and Booster Club on Facebook for events and new Crusader apparel arrivals. We are excited to be able to accept credit card payments at our concession stands this year. Buhler Booster Club is grateful for the continued support from our generous donors.
Hi, it's Aaron West, voice of the Crusaders, and Astro Radio is a proud Buhler Booster Club member.
Crusader football on HKFM.
Carries as a team. That's 2.73 yards per carry. Their leader there was number 35, Tate Warren. 16 rushes for 75. Both quarterbacks held in the negative for Wamego. Buhler through the air. Brennan Skripczyk, 7 for 12 for 101, but no touchdowns, but also no interceptions. Quentin Pisano, like we said earlier, 3 catches for 74 yards. Jacob Miller had a big first down catch on 3rd and 17. That was 17 yards exactly for Jacob. Cash Carson had 1 catch for 12 yards, but he also caught that 2-point conversion that was successful in the second half. Mitchell McDaniel had a couple catches, but they went for -2. Through the air, Wamego 25 attempts. Logan Fulton was 12 for 24. He had all 196 yards. The other attempt was an interception by number 11, Moody, who's in the game. A few plays in the first half. Tate Warren had 3 catches for 41 yards. Harper Lowell, 3 for 49. Their leading receiver, Jackson Toops, was three catches for 67 yards. And then defensively, Will Haynen, 7 tackles. Cruz Hirschberger, 6 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks, 2 quarterback hurries, a fumble recovery, and a pass breakup. Jacob Miller, 6 tackles, 1 sack, and an interception. Jackson Pratt, 4 tackles, 3 quarterback hurries, and 1 sack. Brady Gotti, 2 tackles, 2 pass breakups. Cash Carson, 4 tackles, 5 quarterback hurries. Chase Gentry, 2 tackles, 3 quarterback hurries. Quentin Pisano added 3 tackles, defended the edge very well for the Crusaders. Special teams, a couple of big plays I wanted to mention. There was the 70-yard kick return for a touchdown by Wamego's Tate Warren, and then also number 42 Nate Nugent got the onside kick recovery in the 4th quarter. That was huge for the Crusaders when Wamego was gaining their momentum. And Brendan Skripsick, he had 1 punt that kind of sputtered out of bounds for 10 yards in the second half, but in the first half, 2 punts that were downed inside the 10 averaged about 50 yards on both of those 2. I was going to say the Crusaders only ran 21 plays in the first quarter, ended up with 60. So they almost doubled their number of snaps in the second half from what they had in the first half. And that 3rd quarter drive to start the second half, as Chris mentioned earlier, went for 9 minutes and 2 seconds, 19 plays, 74 yards, 5 first downs, 2 third down conversions, and 2 fourth down conversions. And that was a bit demoralizing for Wamego. Also, the third down conversions you were asking about in the second half they converted on a distance of 2, 3, 17, 6, 10, 12, and 1. So they weren't all third and short. And a bunch of big plays in the second half for the Crusaders.
Right,
I would love to see the time of possession on that, but
yeah. Thanks, man.
Yep, 28-14 was your final.
Real quick as we wrap it up, some final scores in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. 5A tonight, Hayes beats Hutchinson 28-0. St. James Academy over Blue Valley North 45-0. Eisenhower beats Seaman 44-14. And Aquinas over Mill Valley 23-22. In 1A, Centralia 46, Colgan 14. Conway Springs beats Plainville 35-6. Valley Heights over Medicine Lodge 37-22. And Rossville over Jackson Heights 38-34. In 3A, Scott City 10, Holcomb 7. Wellsville beat Prairie View 35-14. Andale over Cheney tonight 52-14. Hayden beat Perry Lecompton 56-6. In Class 2A, an upset. Council Grove beats Humboldt 31-8. Big upset in Class 2A. Beloit beats Garden Plain tonight 19-0. Southeast of Saline over Hoisington 30-8. And Nemaha Central beats Osage City 33-27. Those are some of the finals that I have. 6-man Division I. Cunningham beat Otis Bison tonight 52-6. 8-man Division I. Hoxie over Wichita County 32-12. 8-man Division II. Victoria beat Central Christian 70-28. Dighton was leading Hodgman County late in their game 36-14, Chris. And I don't have really much from 4A. I know that Tonganoxie was leading Lansing, and I think that was a fourth quarter score, 14-7. Miege at half was leading Chanute 23-0, and we know that Andover Central won big over Wellington.
Yeah, 58-13 in that game. I don't know if did you give the Central Plains Little River final an 8-man?
I did not.
Okay, so Central, that was on Hit Radio 94.7 earlier. Central Plains advances to Sub-State as they defeat Little River 38-32 in 8-man 1 action. And I'm looking at just the list of all the stuff from our part of the world. Let me see here. You got the Cunningham Otis Bison score earlier, 52-6. But yeah, no, just trying to look at the Acacia website and everywhere else to see these updates. And yeah.
Okay.
Well, we know on our side it's an all AVCTL battle.
No surprise there.
Us and the Jags.
Gentlemen, thank you. Matthew, we still have to drive home. I don't know whose idea that was, but
yeah, you drive and I will
sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Well, enjoy the weekend.
I have to say it on air, Aaron, because I don't say it. Go Jayhawks.
Always. You heard it here first.
Hey, they did the Lord's work last week for K-State. We need them to do the Lord's work the next 2 Saturdays as well.
Well, we'll see what happens. Big one for the Chiefs on Sunday. He complimented Patrick Mahomes tonight. That made my heart feel good, Matt.
Hey, listen. We don't need to talk about it. We all know what happened.
Yeah. Blocked field goal. It was a beautiful thing. All right, we'll see you all next Friday night, 7 o'clock kick, 6:30 for the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Join us Monday night, our Crusader Coaches Show live from Taco John's in Hutchinson. We'll talk Crusader football with Coach Steve Warner beginning at 6:30. Big thanks to Will Tate up on the box, braving the elements tonight to bring us video for Matt Atherton, Chris Shank, Aaron West, and our statistician, Andrew Epp, who always does a fabulous job with his numbers. We'll see you next Friday. You've been listening to Crusader Football here on HKFM.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm the General Manager, Don Glaspie. We want to wish our area teams a fun and memorable season. A great person once said, victory is in the quality of competition and not the final score. Visit online AllenSamuelsHutch.com and follow us on Facebook for weekly giveaways and special events. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
You've been listening to coverage of Crusader football. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM. Join Aaron West and head coach Steve Warner Monday nights at 6:30 for the Crusader Coaches Show, live from Taco John's in Hutchinson. This has been a presentation of the Ad Astra Sports Network, the statewide leader in local sports coverage.